Assalamu alaikum, dear students. My name is Dr. Aisha Mahmood, and I'm your instructor, facilitator, and mentor. I welcome you all to the third lesson of week 1 for the online course Introduction to Information Technology. Students, I hope that you have started reading the two recommended books, Discovering Computers and Teachers Discovering Computers, to support this week's content. As you all know that we'll be covering so many things during this week. As you can see in front of you, I have just changed the color of the objectives that we covered in lesson number 1, 2 and 3. So the objectives you can see in blue are the ones which we have already covered in lesson number 1, and the objectives you can see in green are those which we have during lesson number 2, and the ones in orange we are going to cover in this lesson. So I'll be discussing these objectives in the next slide. After completing this section, you would be able to discuss how society uses technology in education, in government, in finance, in retail, in entertainment, in healthcare, in science, in travel, in publishing, and in manufacturing. You would also be able to identify technology used by home users, small home office users, mobile users, power users, and enterprise users. Technology has changed society today as much as the Industrial Revolution changed society in the 18th and 19th centuries. People interact directly with technology in the fields such as education, government, finance, retail, entertainment, healthcare, science, travel, publishing, and manufacturing. In the next few slides, we'll be discussing each domain for all the information technology related applications. Educators in teaching institutions use technology to assist with education. Most equip labs and classrooms with laptops or desktops. Some even provide computers or mobile devices to students. Many require students to have a mobile computer and a mobile device to access the school's network or internet wirelessly, or to access digital only content provided by a textbook publisher. To promote the use of technology in education, vendors often offer substantial student discounts on different items. Educators may use a course management system, sometimes called a learning management system, which is a software that contains tools for class participation, distribution, and management. For example, through the course management system, students access course material, grades, assessments, and a variety of collaboration tools. Many schools offer distance learning classes where the delivery of education occurs at one place while the learning occurs at some other place. Distance learning courses provide time, distance, and place advantages for students who live far from a campus or work full time. A few schools offer entire degrees online. National and international companies offer distance learning trainings because it eliminates the cost of airfare, hotels, and meals for centralized training sessions. Now I would request you all to please go to your book and study a case for the smart school, where you can see that besides having laptops and desktops, they can use the feature of virtual field trips, games and simulations, interactive whiteboards, and they can have the facility of sharing projects digitally. Most government offices have websites to provide citizens with up-to-date information. People in Pakistan access government websites to view census data, file taxes, apply for permits and licenses, pay traffic challans, report crimes, apply for financial aid, and renew vehicle registrations and driver's licenses. Employees of government agencies use computers as part of their daily routine. Lahore's 1122 call centers use computers to dispatch calls from fire, police, and medical assistance. Military and other agency officials use National Center for Cybersecurity for about cybersecurity threats to help protect against cyberbullying. Law enforcement officers have online access to the FIA database through in-vehicle laptops, fingerprint readers, and mobile devices. The FIA, that is Federal Investigation Agency, contains missing persons and criminal records, including names, fingerprints, probation records, mug shots, and other information. Many people and companies use online banking or finance software to pay bills, track personal income and expenses, manage investments, and evaluate their financial plans. What is the difference? The difference between using a financial institution's website versus a finance software on your computer is that all your account information is stored on the bank's computer instead of your own computer. For example, मेरे पास जैसे किसी बैंक का अकाउंट है तो मैं उसकी ऑनलाइन वेबसाइट पे जाके जो भी ट्रांजैक्शन करूंगी उसका रिकॉर्ड मेंटेन होगा उस बैंक की वेबसाइट के ऊपर. What is the advantage? The advantage is that you can access your financial records from anywhere in the world. Investors often use online investing to buy and to sell stocks and bonds without using a broker. With online investing, the transaction fee for each trade is usually much less than when trading through a broker. You can purchase just about any product or service on the web, including groceries, flowers, books, computers, and mobile devices. You can In this diagram, I'll try to make you understand the purchasing from an online retailer. As a step number one, you can all see the customer displays the online retailer's front store. जैसे कि उसकी कोई वेबसाइट है वहाँ पे आपको जो भी उस रिटेलर के पास आइटम्स मौजूद हैं उनके इमेजेस उनकी प्राइस वो सब कुछ नज़र आ रहा होता है और उसमें से आइटम्स को सिलेक्ट करने की ऑप्शन होती है. So as step number two, the customer collects purchases in a shopping cart. आप उन आइटम्स को सिलेक्ट कर लेते हैं और आपके शॉपिंग कार्ट के अंदर यानी वो शॉपिंग कार्ट जो सॉफ्टवेयर आपको दिखा रहा है उसके अंदर आप वो आइटम्स कलेक्ट करना शुरू कर देते हैं. As a step number three, customer enters payment information on a secure website. The online retailer sends information फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन टू द बैंक। ये सिर्फ उस सूरत में होता है अगर आपने कहा है कि मैंने पेमेंट थ्रू ऑनलाइन ट्रांजैक्शन करनी है, लाइक अपने डेबिट या क्रेडिट कार्ड के जरिए। अगर आप उसको कह दें कि कैश ऑन डिलीवरी, तो फिर आपको वो कीमत उस वक्त अदा करनी होती है जब आइटम्स आपके पास डिलीवर हो जाते हैं। अच्छा, सपोज कि एक शख्स कहता है कि मैंने अपने क्रेडिट या डेबिट कार्ड के जरिए अपनी पेमेंट करनी है, तो फिर स्टेप नंबर 4 में ये होता है कि रिटेलर की वेबसाइट से एक रिक्वेस्ट जाती है बैंक को, और बैंक क्या करता है, बैंक परफॉर्म्स सिक्योरिटी चेक्स एंड सेंड्स ऑथराइजेशन बैक टू द ऑनलाइन रिटेलर। और जब वो ये सारी ऑथराइजेशन कंप्लीट हो जाती है, तो स्टेप नंबर 5 पे the online retailer's web server sends confirmation to the customer that your uh, order has been placed. Now we are in the process of processing your order, and then we'll send it to the fulfillment center. Fulfillment center क्या है? जहां से आगे goods पैक होनी है आपके लिए। तो अब स्टेप नंबर 6 पे आ जाइए। स्टेप नंबर 6 में the fulfillment center packages the order, prepares it for shipment, and then sends a report to the server where records are updated कि जी ये आइटम यहाँ से पैक होके भेज दिया गया है थ्रू शिपमेंट। अच्छा, जब फिर स्टेप नंबर 7 पे आ जाइए। स्टेप नंबर 7 में while the order travels to the customer, shipping information is posted on the web so that you can track where your items are uh, uh, at the place. उसके बाद स्टेप नंबर 8 में क्या होता है कि the order is delivered to the customer who may be required to sign a handheld computer or a document to acknowledge receipt। तो जैसे ही वो आइटम आपके पास आता है, तो आपको वो आइटम दे दिया जाता है, और आपसे अगर आपने कैश ऑन डिलीवरी का है तो आपसे पैसे ले लिए जाते हैं। अदरवाइज आपने अगर ऑनलाइन पेमेंट कर दी होती है, तो फिर आपको एक रिसीट के ऊपर एक्नॉलेजमेंट देनी पड़ती है। Let's talk about the most interesting application of all the students. Yes, entertainment. You can use computers and mobile devices to listen to audio clips or live audios. You can watch clips, video clips, television shows, or live performances or events. You can read a book, magazine, or a newspaper. You can even play lots of games individually or with others. In some cases, you download the media from the web to a computer or a mobile device so that you can watch, listen, view, or play later. Some websites support streaming also, where you can access the media content while it downloads. For example, radio and television broadcasts often use streaming media to broadcast music, interviews, talk shows, sporting events, news, and other segments so that you can listen to the audio or view the video as it downloads to your computer. You can also create videos, take photos, record audios, and upload your media content to the web so that you can share it with others, such as on an online social network site जैसे कि फेसबुक, ट्विटर। Let's talk about healthcare. That is the hot issue these days. Nearly every area of healthcare today uses computers. Whether you are visiting a family doctor for a regular checkup, having a lab test, or you are visiting OPD, filing a prescription, or being rushed in for emergency for a surgery or some medical assistance, the medical staff around you, they will mostly be using computers for various purposes. Okay, let's have a look on different uses. Hospitals and doctors use computers and mobile devices to maintain and access patients' records. Computers and mobile devices monitor patients' vital signs, in hospital rooms, and at even their homes. Patients use computers to manage health conditions such as diabetes. Robots deliver medications to nurse station in hospitals. यस, यहाँ पाकिस्तान में तो नहीं है, लेकिन यूएस, यूके और बाकी advanced countries में they have started using robots for these kinds of services. Computers and computerized devices assist doctors, nurses, and technicians with medical tests. Doctors use the web and medical software to assist with researching and diagnosing the health conditions. आजकल जैसे आप देख रहे हैं कि कोरोना के लिए वैक्सीन तैयार की जा रही है डिफरेंट कंट्रीज में, तो उसमें जो वैक्सीन के ऊपर research है that involves computers, and not the simple computers but the very heavy powerful computers. Doctors use emails, text messaging, and other communication services to correspond with patients. Patients use computers and mobile devices to ask the advice from the doctors, and they can also get in touch with pharmacists, so that they can have the information for a particular medicine. And the pharmacists use computers to file insurance claims and provide customers with vital information about their medications. Surgeons implant computerized devices such as pacemaker that allow patients to live longer. Surgeons use computer-controlled devices to provide them with greater precision during operations, such as for laser eye surgery and robot-assisted heart surgery. Medical staff create labels for medicine, hospital ID bracelets, and more, enabling staff to verify dosage and access patient records by scanning the label. All branches of science, from biology to astrology or to metallurgy, use computers to assist them with collecting, analyzing, and modeling data. Scientists also use the internet to communicate with colleagues around the world. Breakthroughs in surgery, medicine, and treatments often result from scientists using computers. Tiny computers now imitate functions of the central nervous system, retina of the eye, cochlea of the ear, and a cochlear implant allows a deaf person to distinguish sounds. Electrodes implanted in brain stop tremors associated with Parkinson's disease. अब ये होती क्या है? उर्दू में इसको राशा बोलते हैं, और पेशेंट के हाथ और उसकी जो बॉडी मूवमेंट्स पे उसका कंट्रोल नहीं रहता, और स्मॉल मूवमेंट्स जो हैं वो, लाइक आपने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा कि जो बुजुर्ग हो जाते हैं उनके हाथ जो है ना वो तेजी से मूव कर रहे होते हैं, तो उनके लिए इलेक्ट्रोड्स को इम्प्लांट कर देते हैं उनके ब्रेन में, और वो ब्रेन से फिर जो उनका डीरेगुलेट होते हैं सिग्नल्स टू द अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी, so that they can stop those unwanted movements. Acha. A neural network is a system that attempts to imitate the behavior of human brain. So scientists create neural networks, by connecting thousands of processors together, much like the neurons in the brain are connected. The capability of a personal computer to recognize spoken words is a direct result of scientific experimentation with neural networks. Let's talk about travel. आप में से कितने लोग हैं जिनको ट्रैवलिंग का शौक है? मुझे तो बहुत ज्यादा है. लेट्स सी कि ट्रैवलिंग में टेक्नोलॉजी कैसे यूज होती है. Whether traveling by a car or a plane, your goal is to arrive safely at your destination. As you make the journey, you may interact with the navigation system or GPS, which uses satellite signals to determine a geographic location. What is GPS? GPS, termed as Global Positioning System, is a technology that assists people with creating maps, determining the best route between 2 points, locating the lost person or lost or stolen object, monitoring a person's or object's movement, determining altitude, calculating speed, and finding points of interest. Vehicles manufactured today typically include some type of on-board navigation system. Many mobile devices, such as smartphones, also have built-in navigation systems. In preparing for a trip, you may need to reserve a car, a hotel, or a flight. Many websites offer these services to public, where you can search for and compare flights and prices, order airline tickets, or reserve a rental car. You also can print driving directions and maps from the web. Let's talk about technology uses in publishing. Many publishers of books, magazines, newspapers, and even of music, film, and videos make their works available online. Organizations and individuals can also publish their thoughts and ideas using a blog, a podcast, or a wiki. What is a blog? A blog is an informal website consisting of time-stamped articles, which we usually call as posts, in a diary or a journal format, usually listed in reverse chronological order. Post can either contain text or photos or links or other stuff. For example, a nutrition blog network in which registered dietitians post articles about nutrition. As others read articles in your blog, you can enable them to reply with their own thoughts. A blog that contains video is called a video blog. Podcast. What is a podcast? Podcasts are a popular way to distribute audio or video on the web. A podcast is recorded media that users can download or stream to a computer or a portable media player. Examples of podcasts include lectures, political messages, radio shows, and commentaries. Podcasters register their podcasts so that subscribers can select content to automatically download when they are connected. Okay, what is a wiki? A wiki is a collective website that allows users to create, add to modify, or to delete the content via their browsers. Many wikis are open to modifications by general public. The difference between a wiki and a blog is that users cannot modify original posts made by a blogger. Manufacturing. Computer-aided manufacturing refers to the use of computers to assist with manufacturing processes, such as fabrication and assembly. Industries use CAM to reduce product development costs, shorten a product's time to the market, and stay ahead of competition. Often, robots carry out processes in a CAM environment. CAM is used by a variety of industries, including oil drilling, power generation, food production, and automobile manufacturing. Automobile plants, for example, have an entire line of industrial robots that assemble a car. Special computers on the shop floor record actual labor, material, machine, and computer time used to manufacture a particular product. The computers process this data and automatically update inventory. Not only inventory, but the production, payroll, and accounting records on the company's network. Dear student, this is the last topic of this week. So we'll be discussing about the technology users. Every day, people around the world use various technologies at home, at work, and at school. Depending on the hardware, software, and communication requirements, these users generally can be classified in one of the five categories. Keep in mind that a single user may fall into more than one category. Okay, the number one is a home user. Home user is any person who spends time using technology at home. Parents, children, teenagers, grandparents, singles or couples, all are the examples of home users. Next is a small or home office user. That includes employees of companies with fewer than 50 employees, as well as the self-employed who work from home, जैसे कि freelancers आजकल आपको पता है बहुत ज़्यादा popular हो रहा है. Small offices include local law practices, accounting offices, travel agencies, and florists. फिर आ जाता है जी mobile users. A mobile user includes any person who works with computer or mobile device while away from the main office. He can be away from the home or the school as well. Examples of mobile users are sales representatives, real estate agents, insurance agents, meter readers, package delivery people, journalists, consultants, and students. Then comes a power user. A power user is a user who requires the capabilities of a powerful computer. Example of power user include engineers, scientists, architects, desktop publisher, and graphic artists. And the last one is enterprise user. An enterprise has hundreds and thousands of employees or customers who work in or do business with offices across a region, the country, or the world. Each employee or customer who uses computers, mobile devices, and other technology in the enterprise is an enterprise user. So, students, in week one, I have introduced you to the basic computer concepts. You have learned about laptops, tablets, desktop servers, smartphones, digital cameras, portable media players, e-book readers, and game devices. The week introduced various methods for input, output, memory, and storage. We have also discussed the internet and browsing, searching the web, the online social networks. Then we have introduced digital security and safety risks and precautions, along with various types of programs, applications, communications, and networks. The many different uses of technology applications in society also were presented along with types of users. This week is an overview. Many of the terms and concepts introduced in this week will be discussed further in later weeks. Now we'll discuss about the assignment number one. So in this assignment, as you can see, we'll be having questions related to open educational resources and of reliance on technology, and there are questions related to intellectual property. तो इनमें से जो भी क्वेश्चंस आपको समझ नहीं आएंगे हम ऑनलाइन सेशन के दौरान वो डिस्कस करेंगे तो इसलिए यू डोंट हैव टू वरी you just have to know how to search on the Google by entering some keywords and you need to I want you to explore what is available on the web. So these 10 questions will help you to improve your searching skills and to give you an understanding that what's going on related to technology around you. Hmm, a very important question. अब क्या करें? What we should do now? अच्छा, and unlike many traditional textbooks, ये जो दो books मैंने आपको दी हैं कौन सी? Discovering Computers and Teachers Discovering Computers. These books contain a variety of elements to help enrich your understanding of the concepts taught during this course. These elements include steps that teach you how to perform real-world tasks, current issues related to technology, and a variety of information to keep you secure while interacting with computers and mobile devices. So my advice for you is to visit the book, read the first chapters from both the books, and then please visit free resources of the book Discovering Computers for additional content that accompanies chapter 1 and also includes the features like technology innovators, technology trends, or high-tech talks, and different related and updated information. Then I would strongly suggest you to test your knowledge of chapter material by accessing the practice test resources. I would also recommend you to watch the additional video resources which I have posted under the week 1 in Google Classroom. And if you have any question or queries or concerns or issues related to the content which we have covered during the week 1 and the class, you can just fill a form in the Google form under the topic course content. You can also post your questions in WhatsApp group. So your questions will be answered during the online Zoom sessions, inshallah. Best of luck for the future, and it's Dr. Aisha Mahmood from University of Education, Township Campus, Lahore. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. My name is Aisha Mahmood, and I am your instructor, facilitator, and mentor. I welcome you all to this online course, and its name is Introduction to Information Technology.